Hello StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload! This is a 2v2 game on Distant Plane held between Team Red and Team Blue. And let's get right on into it. In the bottom left side of Distant Plane we have Team Red, featuring the Red Zerg player SC2 from Chickham. And the Red Protoss player, it is We Farm Rocks, also from Chickham. It looks like that is Christian Bale pointing at something. I don't know. What is that? Like, Crud. What's that movie he's in? American Psycho, maybe? Is that what it is? I have no idea. And in the top left side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is RoG, with a very sad, kind of drunk beer cup canister flagon. And his teammate, X-Reets, the blue Zerg player. So this is what looks like it could be some credit, like 8v8 map or 4v4 map or something, based on the number of bases that we're seeing all over the place here. But it looks like a pool first out of SC2, and then a very quick gateway into double gas out of We Farm Rocks. So 2v2 does tend to get a little rushy in my experience. We'll see how this goes exactly for these players, as Team Blue's Zerg is going for the hatch first. Is definitely preferring to go for the hatch first here. Can't necessarily blame him, as it's generally safe. But man, in 2v2s, if you get rushed, it hits a lot harder than in 1v1s, and from what I've seen. So it is a Reaper out of RoG, or RoG, as we'll call him, or RoG possibly. We'll go ahead and name this Reaper Sole, the Samoan Reaper. He gave up his life as a football player to become the Harbinger of Death. Lol. That is the name suggested. So Reaper Sole. It's either Sol or Sole. I don't know. Probe from Team Red is up here in Team Blue's base, checking around their business here. Spawning pool coming up for Excretes. And expansion on the way, as I mentioned, a little bit to the south here. Not the safest place to expand, but I guess Terran is now throwing down his command center there as well. And a hatch from SC2 over on the right side. So pools up, hatch on the way, single gas from SC2. It's kind of a fun name to say. It just kind of rolls off the tongue, SC2. Warp Gate research on the way. Stalkers coming out here too. So a lot of these players seem to know what they're doing. I was told this was about a diamond level 2v2s, kind of a bonus MidRank madness, if you will. I just figured I'd go ahead and cast this one, and we'll see how it goes. Reaper moving on down from RoG, trying to see what he can see. And wow, that's a kind of a pretty map. I like this map. We should see more games on this map. Anyway, Reaper heading on south to see what damage it can do, but it's almost 3 minutes into the game, which means that speed is okay. Speed's not complete. There are some slowlings. Reaper gonna get a probe kill. Sole gets a kill. Stalker, however, moving on out. Reaper decides to get the scout off and sacrifice his own life because he's going to die. Bam! Dies. But he does scout out this Stargate. That's fantastic, with an Oracle coming out of it as well. Again, if he's a smart player, he can see the little Oracle in there. Kind of see it happening. Oracle on the way, which means you should throw up a Spore Crawler. If you're Excretes, he is. Excretes is definitely doing that. I think that's a pun. It's a play on words he's throwing down with Excretes. But I don't know. I don't know. Can't know for sure. Terran player really needs some missile turrets or marines or something, because this Oracle could show up in his wreck house on RoG from iDrunk, is where he is from. So Overlord here for Excretes, going to scout out exactly when the Oracle decides to head up north, and the answer is now. Possibly saw that. Did Team Blue? I'm not entirely sure. Look how pretty that is down there. That's just gorgeous. All right, Oracle. Going to go forward. Not this base. There's a Spore Crawler here. Get out. Run. Why are you trying to hit? Oracle with 7 hit points and 0 kills to its name. That was not a good one. Not a good experience for the Oracle. That felt really, really bad, actually. Lings heading on up north. Speedlings checking to make sure nobody took this gold base. That's a good scout. Fantastic. Going to try to get some damage done here in the expansion for Excretes. There's only 2 queens here. Nothing else. Maybe some drone kills, possibly. Can they do it? Nope. They decided to run away. Marines, Widowmine not burrowed here for RoG. These Lings don't really want to super engage unless it's killing workers, which is fun. As they pick off one drone and they try to pick up another one, they're going to get another one here. These things are busy. These things are really busy. Just slow and picking off drones from Excretes. Can they kill one of the queens? And maybe, depending on the Marines that show up to save it. And they do. They do save it. All the Lings but one get cleaned out here for Team Red. So SC2 doing some good harassment there. Did manage to kill a couple workers. If we take a look. Yeah, I can't see that, can we? Nope. Can't see that in team games, unfortunately. Oracle sneaking around here, throwing down a Revelation on Excrete's base. You get any kills on this one? Nope, this Oracle also has 0 kills. I'm telling you, Blue Zerg ready for this. Blue Terran not ready for this. I guess there's a Widow Mine in each of these mineral lines, so maybe more ready than I would have thought. Stasis wards being thrown down here. Wait, what? Interesting. So Team Red throws down stasis wards inside Scootapu's expansion base here at the gold. I mean, they don't trigger on allies, so it's not going to cause a problem for these drones at all, but I guess maybe if enemy lings come in, they'll get stasised and shut down. That makes sense. I can see that. I mean, see interesting things in team games you don't normally see. That single ling that's left over from Scootapu took out the drone that was trying to take an expansion at this gold base. Brilliant, brilliant maneuver. 4 roaches show up to avenge the death of their dead drone, and they do. They do manage to take out that ling, no problem. Another drone comes up, chucks down a hatchery, or turns into a hatchery, as the term would be. Lair coming up here for Excrete. Liberators on the way for RoG. Got a Baneling Nest coming up from Red Zerg Scootapu. And +1/+1. And 22 Lings in process along with a Spire. So a Ling Bling Muta type of play here from our Red Zerg player down south. There's those upgrades moving along. I heard more Stasis Swords being tossed down. Where'd that Stasis Sword go? I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to see if these get off, though. I'm really interested to see that one. Roach is taking out a Ling that comes up to scout to see if a base actually came from here from Excretes. Liberator sets up shop. Does have 1 kill. Oh, would have had 2. But went into anti-air mode before that probe got in there. Ah, that's so annoying. Super duper annoying. RoG has a Liberator sitting outside We Farm Rocks' base. Liberator trying to take down that mothership core. It's just terrible against single target is the problem here. But all the probes are not working for We Farm Rocks right now, so that's not very good. But now the Phoenix show up. They should be able to take out this Liberator, no problem. A run! Run, Liberator, run! Trying to run. Can't run. Got exploded instead. Lost this Overlord too. That Excretes Phoenix are good if you use them correctly, and it sure seems like our Team Red here with We Farm Rocks knows what he's doing. I wish I could remember things, but We Farm Rocks seems so familiar. Is it an SNL sketch maybe? Maybe it's Mad TV or something. Some kind of a comedy sketch that's about We Farm Rocks. Can't remember. Again, let me know in the comments. Hydralisk Den, Infestation Pit coming out here for Excretes getting Glial Reconstitution, Zerg Missile Attacks level 2, and Ground Carapace level 1. Meanwhile, Team Blue going for, oh man, 14 mutas just popped for Team Red there. Yeah, so Team Blue is now making Hydras. More and more mutas coming out here from Team Red. I don't know. I don't know how's it going to work out for Team Blue with all the mutas that are on the field. What do they have for anti-air? They got a bunch of Marines, which is good. And here comes a push from Team Blue. They've got Roaches. They've got Ravagers. They've got tanks. They've got Marines pushing right onto this creep here, catching a couple of the units in the Stasis Ward. Hey, Roaches are stuck now. Oracle's coming in to assist as well. Liberators getting shots off on everything. Mutas, I don't know if they actually want to engage here or not, but they're pretty much what is left here for Team Red. They're going to lose this base if they're not careful. The stasis still not wearing off on these Roaches. Mutas finally come in, trying to take out these Marines, but the Marines are strong. Marines have +1 attack and medevac support. Can they take out the remaining Mutas here? They can't do it. Whoa, Mutas cleared out another stasis ward, catching Roaches and Ravagers on the ground, allowing the red team to clean up the rest of the stuff. Oracle's using the pure pulsar beam to clear out a bunch of other things. All that is left here for Team Blue of that push are these Roaches and that Ravager stuck in stasis. It's going to wear off in about 2 seconds, and they try to run. Another stasis ward going to catch these guys? They do. The mass stasis ward. Interesting play here from Team Red. It really helped them in that final battle. Well, the most recent battle, rather. It really does a great job separating up your enemy's army and then clearing them out. That's brilliant. Expansion here for RoG at one of the gold bases towards the middle. Scootapu has a base on the right at the gold, and We Farm Rocks has a base at a regular mineral field on the right side here. So the hatch did end up falling. Actually, this gold base for Scootapu did disappear. The 2 stasis wards did actually nothing. Mass oracling it as We Farm Rocks throwing down a bajillion stasis wards. This is very interesting indeed. Again, they're cloaked, but they can be destroyed. So if Team North brings along an Overseer or brings along like a Raven or something, or does some scans, they should be able to clear those out. So it's going to be Roach Hydra, +2 attack, +1 Carapace has finished for the Blue Zerg player. And Terran's really working on that Marine Tank Liberator composition, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Looks like the creep is going to touch here for Team Blue and Team Red. Ready, set, go. Gablorp. Gablorp, gablorp. Oracle's moving in, tossing down Revelation on this base, tossing Revelation on that army. I feel like the Pulsar Beam Oracles could clear this out if they wanted, although the Hydras hit pretty hard. And +2 attack having finished there, 14 damage on those spines. Mutas from Team South and Team Red. This is the same thing, flying around, dealing with RoG's expansion base here, flying up to another base that RoG has taken. And Excretes is trying to take another base here too. The Mutas do not want to engage. Ooh, Liberator Marine, very good against Marines, as it turns out, or against Mutas, as it turns out. Ling Baneling on top of the Hydras. Baneling's crashing into those Hydras, just melting them so darn fast. Oracle's burning down the rest of the stuff here. Another group of Marines does show up. They do have Combat Shield. They do have Stim. They are pretty scary. Overseers mixed in here as well. Did anybody get Stasis, or did the Stasis Wards just die? I think the Stasis Ward might have just died. Seems probable. Anyway. Alright, do Marines outrange them? I think they do. Range of 5. I don't know. I can't tell if they outrange them or not. Roaches definitely do. That's good. So they clear out a bunch of them. No! A bunch get caught. Inside one of these Stasis Wards. Oracle's coming around from the left side, but there are definitely Marines on the ground. Lings, Banelings trying to come in and do this thing. Mutas too. Zerg just going for it. Picking up, boosting out. The Lings and the Banelings still getting huge hits off. The Mutas trying to take out the Liberators, but that splash damage is dangerous. And here come the Oracles. Using Pulsar Beam on everything on the ground here. Ow. Is there a Viking that I just saw? Nope. Liberators just chasing them away. Blue survives the onslaught. Comes for another attack down towards the south. Once again, Stasis Wards are present, and they do. They catch a bunch of Marines in there. That means that the Liberators are less efficient. The Lings can come in and pick off that tank. That's exactly what that means. Corruptors in the air for Team South now. Team Red doing much better that way than they were, and the Medivacs are just kind of forced to retreat. They can't just sit there and wait for the Stasis Ward to roll off. Wow, instantly takes care of that Marine force. Another attack on the right side with Lings by Excretes. Going to try to take down one of these bases, but defensive Lings for Team Red are here. Enough to at least harass them and slow them down. Couple more Lings die, and yep, big old attack happening right on here now. Team Red definitely going to win this one, though. Team Blue tried to make something happen down on this right side, but the reaction from Scootapu was a little bit too strong. Is this more Stasis Wards? More Stasis Wards being thrown down at Scootapu's base here on the right side. So We Form Rocks is just basically making Oracles right now, as a drop here from RoG is heading down along this left side base, getting hit on, getting shot at by Phoenix, and connecting. Can they unload their cargo and take care of these cannons? One of the Medivacs does get taken down by the Oracles, but still, Marines are here. Marines are strong. They get the... Oh, Medivac ends up falling. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. These Marines not as effective as they could be. A big Ling counterattack from Team Red up to the north, taking out this hatch of Excretes. Another battle up this way with the Hydras, trying to clear out those Stasis Wards, but the Overseers are not moving with them. You got to bring the Overseers, man. Do this thing. There we go. Coming right on in, trying to clear out these Stasis Wards, doing a great job of it. Nobody actually got caught. Are these Marines still alive? These Marines are kind of still alive in this base, although Cannon seem to be cleaning them out more than anything else. What do we got? What do we got? Heading down the right side is RoG. Heading on down, and Marine here for RoG, trying to take down a pylon that isn't necessarily an Artosis pylon. Actually seems to be not powering anything by itself. So nope, Blue heading down in two separate avenues here. Forcing cancels on these Banelings from Team Red. Heading on in. Oh, catching the Stasis again. Roach's Hydra's cutting the army in half. Another Stasis on these Marines here at this gold base from Scootapu. Lings coming in from the left side, trying to win this thing solely with their own Lingness. And I guess some Corruptors in the air as well. A Thor from RoG gets taken right on down. Right on down. Team South forced to retreat there once again. Again, the Marines, as soon as they come out of stasis, just kind of get destroyed. There aren't many of them by separating them like this. Oh, and Broodlords are out from Scootapu. All right. Carriers on the way from We Form Rocks as well. So moving from Oracle into Carrier is pretty exciting stuff. I like that from We Form Rocks. Corruptors clearing out these Medivacs here at the gold base from Scootapu. Kablooey. Kablooey. 5 carriers at once for We Farm Rocks. I guess he has enough income to do it. And seems fine. I mean, Team Blue is expanding pretty well as well. Like, I'm not going to complain about their ability to make this thing work. Income tab, 58 to 54 workers for Team Reds, 57 to 69 for Team Blue. So, I mean, we're pretty even to this point. I feel like Team Red is definitely more creative, which is fantastic. Lings here against Hydras. Oh, the Hydra's not on attack move. I'm pretty sure those Hydras are not on attack move when they were heading on down. Marines come in trying to clear some stuff out. Liberators chasing Corruptors away. Team Blue still moving down there despite that bit of a gaffe. That bit of a mistake, if you will. Broodlords are out though, and Marines are not good against Broodlords. They're not. If they can get directly under the Broodlords and attack them, they are good, but it's just difficult to do if you don't have any other support. Oracle's coming in once again. Stasis Ward trying to do something. Not going to happen. Another Revelation being tossed down on this blue army. I feel like blue is a bigger 139 supply, 121 for blue, 164 for our Terran Protoss player. We farm rocks. And yeah, I just feel like the armies are bigger right now for Team Red. Broodlords continuing to push forward inexorably. Closer and closer. Baneling hits on top of everything there. Ow. Huge old Baneling hits. Widowmine has 17 kills, but it's not enough for Team Blue. Definitely not enough. Oracle is just coming in, trying to burn everything on the ground, and they are 100% burning through everything on the ground here. Actually, offensive Oracles just killing Marines as they're coming on out. Good game, says RoG. Good game easy, says We Farm Rocks. Aw. That wasn't very nice. So RoG is out. Carrier's moving up here too. And yes, SC2 and We Farm Rocks are victorious. Yeah, that was a little bit unexpected, but at the same time, yeah, I felt like Team Red was kind of slowly getting bigger, and in the end, it was just too much for Team Blue. So, interesting play. Mass Oracle with Stasis Ward combined with, what was it, basically Ling Bling Muta for Team South. Team North was a little bit less controversial, a little more standard with Marines, tanks, Widowmines, Medivacs, and then Roach Hydra. So, not enough. Good transition from SC2 into these Broodlords and Lynx. Also with the Banelings was very good. The Carriers, there was not much for Team Blue to deal with when it came to Carriers. And even the Oracles were causing a lot more problems than I would have expected. So, fantastic, interesting strategy from these Diamond level players. I enjoyed watching this game. I hope you enjoyed it too, because that is it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Patrons! Nicholas Cheek, Sean Govin, Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, Robert Farmer, Kayan, Matt Meermans, Hakon Marcus, Christopher, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboyne, 19 Day, Kith Garlow, Alexander Canaras, Complex, Ian Westbrook, Michael McIntosh, Sam Estagoy, Bo Brissett, Cale Anderson, Trevor Smith, Menhadin, GMP, Sik Kupata, Pedro Batsaris, Michael Wellen, Plaid, Henry Cooper, Clayton Knight, Jan Kodera, Kevin Chang, Rajiv Bhatt, link at the top right. Thank you. Bye.